The Upgrade Apocalypse, Book 1.
"I don't think we have a moment,"
Cheddarfield warned, his eyes turning to see two more zombies appearing from the rubble. It looked to him like every person Stephanie had stayed around to help was about to become their enemy. And even if Archimedes finished whatever he was doing, Cheddarfield wasn't positive the guy would be able to stay alive.
"If we had just been proper rat bastards like those idiots who chased after Brad, we wouldn't be having to fight these stupid zombies,"
Lucy grumbled, blood pouring from her abdomen even as Stephanie tried to press tablecloths to the site. Her eyes rolled as she muttered through a weak smile.
"Just my damn luck being stuck with the only people dumb enough to try and help others."
Cheddarfield saw the mob of creatures get closer, sharp broken bones protruding from arms and legs, flesh torn and bleeding, lifeless eyes unblinking, and mouths wide open as if in anticipation of tasting warm flesh. Cheddarfield's instincts screamed for him to run, to abandon everyone for a slim chance at his own survival. Then he heard Stephanie crying out that she couldn't stop the bleeding, Danielle's screams of defiance, and even the doctor scrambling to help Lucy. Cheddarfield made the decision here. He was going to go down fighting, the way his father would have in his shoes. The man squared his shoulders and spread his feet wide, ready to face certain death. Then he saw something that could change the odds. He reached for the edge of the nearest table and flipped it on its side. The upturned table crashed into 4 of the creatures, knocking them down and slowing down another 3. This gave Cheddarfield just enough breathing room to grab a stained cedar chair by its back before 2 of the undead crashed into him. He did his best not to get bitten by the incoming open mouth of gross, rotted-looking green teeth, using the chair leg to block the bite as he held both sides of it and threw it into the mindless attacker's mouth, but he couldn't stop the claws. As soon as the mouth was occupied, the hand slashed out. Not wanting to be a sitting duck, Cheddarfield pulled one side of the chair and pushed the other side, sending his right hand out like an awkward punch as the jerking motion of the makeshift gag twisted the zombie's head and sent the creature falling toward the floor. Before Cheddarfield could capitalize on the situation, though, 2 more zombies barreling at him opened their mouths and reached out with grasping hands to butcher him. Thunk! 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 In the very moment when Cheddarfield had accepted his fate, a series of explosive ripples covered the flesh of the incoming zombies, and then that of the others that had stood up to attack him. In a matter of seconds, one zombie after the other was punched full of holes big enough to easily be seen by the naked eye, the wall behind them being shredded in the process as well. Turning to see what had saved him, Cheddarfield was greeted by a large, 4-foot wood and metal turret that looked like nothing more than a thick, glowing metal rod attached to a tripod. The firing end of the barrel lit up with magical symbols dozens of times a second as it continued to unleash round after round at the enemies, while Archimedes was awkwardly working to break off a chair leg behind him.
"Don't stop now! It's out of ammo!"
Archimedes said as he jumped over the bar on the side of the room where Danielle was.